Have you ever observed the unease that ripples through certain individuals when you disengage from their expectations? When you cease to bare your soul to prove your worth? When you no longer seek their validation? When your silence rises above their clamor? That is when their discomfort becomes evident. They shift in their seats, their gazes falter, for your tranquility stands as a lighthouse enduring a gale, steadfast and resolute. The calm you have cultivated, the quiet resilience you have forged through adversity, disrupts their sense of control. It is not that you have wronged them. Rather, you have chosen to prioritize your own well-being. You have established an inner stillness so unyielding that no falsehood, no whisper of rumor, no pointed critique can unsettle it. This disconcerts them profoundly. They are uncertain how to respond to a version of you that remains steadfast, that refuses to engage in their turmoil, that does not offer your essence to quell their uncertainties. Your silence is not an absence. It is a mirror, reflecting their inner discord back to them, and that is a truth they would prefer to avoid. Many perceive silence as a concession, a sign of capitulation. Yet when chosen deliberately, silence is a profound expression of strength. It is a mountain standing firm amidst a storm, its roots anchored in unshakable resolve. It is a lighthouse casting its beam through the tempest, unwavering in its purpose. It is you holding your position, refusing to be drawn back into conflicts you have already surmounted. You have endured trials unseen by others, struggles without witnesses, nights without recognition, and you will not permit their unease to erode what you have rightfully earned. When you cease to offer your innermost thoughts for scrutiny, when you stop justifying your presence, they falter. They murmur, they speculate, they reshape your narrative, not because you have caused them harm, but because your composure reveals their vulnerabilities. They preferred you when you were unsteady, when your pain was overt, when they could draw strength from your turmoil. Now, however, you are a mountain, resolute and unmoved, while their storms rage impotently around you. This reality unsettles them more than words can convey. Envision yourself as a lighthouse, its beam cutting through a turbulent gale. You have navigated profound darkness, doubts that pierced deeply, betrayals that left enduring scars, moments when you alone sustained yourself through despair. This peace, this resolute calm you have constructed from the ground up. Each ray of your lighthouse represents a victory won in solitude, a tear shed in private, a resolve to persevere when the world urged you to yield. Yet others circle, casting barbs at your light, hoping to dim its brilliance. They spread half-truths, weave narratives, anticipating your falter, yearning for the return of the person who would fracture under pressure to preserve harmony. But you do not waver. You stand resolute, your light unwavering, for your peace is not a performance, it is a bastion forged from the embers of battles no one witnessed. And that stillness? It resonates more powerfully than any dispute, endures more steadfastly than any accusation. It is a strength that requires no proclamation to be acknowledged. This is the juncture of transformation. When you cease to explain your decisions, when you no longer justify your boundaries, when you allow your silence to address their noise, you reclaim your authority. They resent this shift because they thrived on your reactions. They felt empowered when you were diminished, emboldened when you were vulnerable, in command when you were striving to please. But when you choose tranquility over their turmoil, when you safeguard your energy as a sacred trust, you expose the fragility of their influence without your pain to sustain it. They may label you detached, aloof, transformed, as if transformation is a flaw. Yet you understand the truth. Transformation is your liberation. It is what freed you from environments that stifled your spirit, from cycles that exacted your heart as their toll. You did not embrace silence to harm others. You embraced it to endure, to heal, to become someone who does not require external affirmation to feel whole. Picture a mountain, its peaks steady against the storm's fury. That is you now. You have learned to stand without needing their approval to anchor you. You have learned to thrive without their affirmation to guide you. You have learned that your value is not contingent upon their recognition, their words, or their gaze. This shift is seismic. It disrupts the foundation of those who only knew you when you were faltering. They cannot fathom how you cultivated this peace, how you forged this resilience, how you continue to stand while they cast their stones. They do not see the nights you spent mending your spirit, the moments you forgave yourself for giving too much to those who offered too little. They do not witness the effort required to disengage from their turmoil, to cease seeking their validation, to prevent their chaos from dictating your path. Let us be unequivocal. Their discomfort is not your burden. It is theirs. Many cling to noise because it is familiar, a known entity. They immerse themselves in chaos because it is simpler than confronting the silence where their unresolved wounds speak. Your peace serves as a mirror, reflecting their unhealed scars, and not all are prepared to face that reflection. Perhaps they are entangled in fears they cannot articulate, guilt they cannot release, or truths they are too afraid to confront. Perhaps they are so accustomed to turmoil that calm feels like an adversary. Whatever the cause, it is their responsibility, not yours. You are not obligated to alleviate their unease, to justify your growth, or to open your heart simply because they demand it. Your peace is yours, earned through trials they cannot comprehend. And when you protect it, when you prioritize yourself over their clamor, you are not acting out of selfishness. You are embracing liberation. This liberation is not ostentatious. It does not demand attention or proclaim its presence. It is understated, resolute, like a lighthouse's steady beam in the fog. It is you declining what depletes you, embracing what restores you, and dismissing what does not merit your energy. It is you stepping away from spaces where your worth was questioned, from individuals who valued you only when you were diminished. And yes, they will resist. They will test your resolve, cast aspersions, spread narratives, hoping to provoke a reaction that restores the chaos they know. But you will not yield. You know the cost of this lighthouse's light. Every instance you chose silence over reaction. Every time you released those who wounded you. Every moment you stood for yourself when no one else did. That is not arrogance, it is resilience, it is endurance. Envision a battlefield, now silent, the conflict resolved. You stand there, marked but whole, the ground beneath you firm because you laid its foundation. The world may continue its clamor, but you do not respond in kind. Your peace is your response. It defines how you navigate life now, calm yet unyielding, gentle yet unbreakable. You need not prove your well-being to others. Your stillness speaks for itself. You need not defend your worth to those who never recognized it. Your presence is sufficient. And that presence is a force. It alters the atmosphere, unsettles the restless, challenges the chaotic. It is a quiet rebellion against a world that thrives on discord, on conflict, on diminishing others to feel significant. Your peace declares your withdrawal from that struggle, your refusal to perform for an audience that never celebrated your restoration. Let us explore further. Your silence, your calm, is not merely a shield. It is a beacon. It demonstrates what is possible when one refuses to let chaos govern their life. It reveals that healing is not a distant ideal but a tangible reality, though it demands discipline. It requires confronting pain rather than perpetuating it, forgiving oneself for past concessions to unworthy recipients, and walking away from what diminishes you even when it feels like sacrifice. Not all are prepared for this journey. Some are so bound to their chaos, so comfortable in their storms, that your peace feels like an indictment. They call you aloof because they cannot fathom living without the fire of conflict. They call you distant because they remain entangled in the turmoil you have left behind. Yet you are liberated, free to choose yourself, to pursue your aspirations, to surround yourself with those who see you without requiring your pain as proof. The truth they evade is that your peace illuminates their choices. It shows them another path is possible if they possess the courage to take it. Your calm is a mirror, reflecting the wounds they have yet to heal, the patterns they have yet to break, the noise they have yet to silence. This is a weighty realization, and so they distance themselves, whisper about you, attempt to pull you back into their storm. but you remain steadfast. You have learned too much, paid too great a price, built too strong a foundation to let their discomfort dim your light. Let them speak. Let them speculate. Let them attempt to rewrite your narrative. Their words cannot touch what you have earned. Their noise cannot destabilize what you have built. Your peace is your strength, and it radiates more powerfully than any rhetoric they might muster. Picture yourself standing beside a mountain, its peaks unwavering against the wind. You are steadfast, unbroken, whole. You have become your own refuge, your own strength, your own sanctuary. Your worth is not contingent upon who acknowledges it. It is defined by how you embody it. When you live from this truth, when you move through the world with this calm, you become formidable. You attract those who do not demand you diminish yourself, who do not require your performance, who value the quiet resilience you embody. You create a life that feels like liberation, not confinement. And when you reflect, you will see their noise was merely a gust that propelled you to forge your own path. When others recoil from your peace, allow them to do so. Their discomfort is their own to resolve. Do not exchange your calm for their chaos. Do not dim your lighthouse to illuminate their path. Stand resolute in the silence you have earned. Safeguard the peace you have fought for. Let your silence be the most resonant sound they hear, your calm, the most formidable presence they feel. You are not the person you once were. You are not their storm. You are your own light, your own truth, your own strength. And no one can claim that from you. If this message resonates with you, if you feel your peace rising like a steady tide, share a 100 in the comments below. Demonstrate that you are among those prepared to stand firm, to protect your calm, to live your truth. Continue to shine. Continue to stand. Your journey is only beginning.